Hi, I'm Teddy Burris, your Google Workspace and Gmail consultant, trainer, and coach. And I want to share this conversation with you about subscriptions online because I ran into this problem myself. But before I share these ideas about subscribing to online subscriptions, hit that subscribe button because I'm going to share lots more content for this channel about Google Workspace and using Gmail as business tools. So I've done this myself. Over the years, I have had different email addresses and I've had a need to create different email addresses. So now today, very simply, I have, I have tlburris@gmail.com. I have teddyburris@gmail.com. I have ncwiseman@gmail.com, and I now have ncwiseman@burrisconsulting.com. Now, my burrisconsulting.com email address is connected to, through Google Workspace, it's connected to my tlburris@teddyburris.com. So then, and now I have a few other email addresses I've created. I have a lee@gmail.com, which is the one I'm using for these examples here. So those are a few of the primary email addresses I have, and it's too many. I don't need all of those email addresses. Now, so what I'm suggesting you do is take a look at the number of email addresses you have and why do you have them? Do you need to have them? And there's what you might want to consider doing specifically for your online subscriptions, whether it's your financial, your banking, your insurance, your newsletters, the blogs you subscribe to, whether it's your social media platforms, your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your YouTube, Quora, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. These are a lot of accounts that we sign up for, and in some cases we sign up for them using different email addresses. What I'm encouraging you to do is go back and look at all the accounts that you have and consider consolidating and maybe revising the email address that you're using on each of these different accounts so that you can minimize the number of email addresses you have to manage. Now, this next point is critical. As you are managing your online subscriptions, your bank, your insurance company, your financial institutions, your social media platforms, et cetera, and as you're looking at simplifying the number of email addresses that you use, absolutely do not use the same password across all of those accounts. Because any hacker who hacks your Twitter, your Tinder, your Instagram account and figures out your email address and password, they're going to use that same login information and try to go to your account, your bank, your insurance agent, your Raymond James, your financials, all of those different platforms. That's what hackers are going to do. So you can use the same email addresses or simplify the number of email addresses you use, but absolutely manage your passwords and, most importantly, two-level authentications on all those accounts so that they can't figure out your password and hack into your accounts. Furthermore, what you can do is if you use a Gmail or a Google Workspace email address for all of these different accounts, you could set up labels so that when these email addresses come in from like your bank, you could drop them in a bank label. Your insurance companies could go in an insurance label. Your social media, all of your LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Google+, Pinterest, Instagram, Snapchat, Tinder, those could all go, Tinder, not me, all could go into a specific or unique label relevant to those accounts. So by putting them all into one account, you may think, oh my God, it's going to overwhelm that account. It may if you don't manage it, but with Gmail and Google Workspace, again, you can manage it with labels and filtering so it doesn't show up in your inbox, but it shows up in those labels. So think about simplifying your life by minimizing the number of email addresses you use on all of these online subscriptions. And you'll get you'll be able to far greater manage all of those accounts without having to manage all of those email addresses. I'm Teddy Burris, your Google Workspace and Gmail strategist, and I hope this is helpful for you.